Hello YouTube, we did a repair to this. We put a set screw in there. I had to take the paper label off, but this had a lot of play in it. Let's hold this real still and you can see there's a little wobble in it. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Let's just try to get back up here. I squared it to the back the best I could. If you can see down in there. We put Loctite on this bolt. That's our depth stop. There's little ridges on the other side. That's plastic and it grabs it and then the set screw. Okay, what we did was we went not quite half the way through this aluminum and made a clearance hole. What that means is the hole is bigger than the tap, or just about the size of the tap on the outside of the threads, because there's no need to thread that much. You're going to break something. I got the cheapy set, you know where I got it from, because my good set doesn't have them little sizes. So we figured we went about halfway with a clearance hole. That way when the tap went in, because I had this out and had this swung out of the way, so I could just get the cordless drill there to drill it. And I had to be way out around the edge because the drill chuck would have hit. But I think you see what I mean. Drill it bigger so your tap drops down the hole. You don't need to thread all this. You only need to thread about half. And it took me a long time because I don't have no numbered bits, okay? So I was cut like over 100% thread. I mean, there's a percentage on a thread. If you drill the hole a little bigger, you don't have as much threads. Don't want to go in the whole machining knowledge of that, but I think you know what I mean. The hole is almost a little too small, but it's aluminum, so I kept going like a half turn, and I'd back it out and spray it, take it out and spray it, clean the tap up. I mean, it took a while to drill that, but you can almost tell. See how big that hole looks around that screw? Like I said, that's a clearance hole. That's a standard Allen wrench, but a metric fitted, so I didn't have to go run the toolbox for that. But we'll take you over and show you how small that screw is. But there you go. We'll have a couple pictures of that. So now there's no slop in there. And I got it set just right. Any tighter, any tighter, it will slow that down and won't drag. And it's making a small line on there in that aluminum. So let me take you over and show you the actual screw, 832. Okay, we had to take a drink of coffee. Oh, it's cold out. It got down to, what, 0 last night, and it's only 20 outside, so it took about an hour for it to warm up in here. I used my pitch gauge, which that's 32 threads per inch. Checked the screw. I had them in a little container over here. In my toolbox, in my little machinist drawer. So I double check, and then, like I said, there's even a bit bigger than that. So here's a little tip. If you don't know what size drill bit you need, what you want to do is you want to hold this up here, right? You can do this. Don't be shaky. Don't be nervous. They all know you. Don't be shy. Anyway, I went a little bit bigger than that. I can't find the drill bit. So imagine the screw without the threads. So you're looking to the bottom of the threads. You see what I mean? Now the clearance hole is bigger than this whole thing, or the same size. Because these taps are tapered, see that? That way if you drill a clearance hole about this deep, this much tap will be down the hole before it starts working. So you can tell by the ruler line here, this stuff's pretty small. And I get fumbled fingered. You see me do it, and I even got a pointer in my hand. But that's the only tip I can give you, is hold it up to the tap or the screw. It all went away. We lost it. And what you're looking for is, we know this bit's about a little bit too small. I suppose a white background would have worked, but I think you know what I mean. Just imagine, you want it, the hole would be at least as big as this without the threads. Now you go a little bigger, but just remember, if you don't have much threads left, depends on what you're going in, like say if it's something going to be permanent, you can always Loctite it. So you can go to a bigger bit. Let's try this. That was my clearance hole. So much bigger it is. I said, without a numbered bit set, you're not supposed to be doing this stuff. So, get this laying on my glove. You know you got all that junk, if you got a tap and drill bit set, you ever notice how you can't get your fumbled fingers in there? First thing you do is take out your screwdriver, you don't have it, and then pull out of the slots what you want. That's what I do. I'll go fishing with a pokey tool, or I'll grab this first. Well, this is hard to get out too, the little screwdriver. You about guess where I bought this set at. Look at the color of the little screwdriver. We ain't gonna say you know where I bought it. There you go. That's it. Look for all the pictures, and thanks for watching.